So in this video we are going to see the top 10 bizarre animal mating rituals. So as part of these animal mating rituals, the number one, 10 red-sided garter snakes. The small red-sided garter snake is a venomous snake, that means poisonous snake, found mostly in Canada and the northwestern United States. In order to mate, thousands of snakes get together and have an orgy. One female can have hundreds of males vying for her. When this happens, it is called a nesting ball, and they can grow to over 2 feet, sometimes killing the female. The interesting fact is some male garter snakes are able to release the same scent that females release, causing them to be mounted by hundreds of other snakes. Scientists believe this may be for warmth and protection. So number 9, octopuses. Octopuses have an incredibly unique way of mating. At the end of one of the male arms is something akin to a penis, usually the third right arm. He inserts this into the female octopus and then breaks it from his body. At this point, a transfer of sperm occurs and a female becomes pregnant. The male usually dies within 3 months of copulation. The female dies once her eggs have hatched. The interesting fact is octopuses are capable of altering their color. They can blend in with their surroundings to avoid predators. Oh, and did you know that the correct plural for octopus is octopuses or octopods? Contrary to popular belief, octopi is a false plural that makes no sense in the original Latin, which people believe they are using. Further, technically minded octopods is a third declension noun, which is the common declension for Greek loan words in Latin. So number 8, whiptail lizards. The whiptail lizard is a fascinating creature. There are no male whiptail lizards. They are all female. They use a method of reproduction called parthenogenesis, in which the offspring is a perfect clone of its mother. During mating, one female will mount to the other, behaving like a male. This simulated sex helps increasing fertility. Interesting fact is, in the lab, through genetic manipulation, scientists have been able to artificially create a true male whiptail lizards. Next thing is number 7, anglerfish. Anglerfish males are born without a digestive system, so they need to find a female very quickly. Once a female is found, the male will bite her side and attach himself to it. The poor male then wastes away and dies, leaving the female with a permanent supply of his sperm for future fertilization of her eggs. Interesting fact is, the anglerfish is a culinary specialty in certain Asian countries. In Japan, each fish sells for as much as $150. Next thing is number 6, bedbugs. Bedbugs are awful creatures and their mating methods are equally revolting. The male does not bother trying to find the female sex organs. Instead, he simply stabs any part of her body with his sharp penis and inserts his sperm. Curiously, these creatures seem to not be particularly discriminating, as they have been males and found with the same stab marks on their bodies. This type of sex is called traumatic insemination. Interesting fact is bedbugs are generally active only at dawn, with a peak attack period about an hour before dawn. Number 5. Giant pandas. Giant pandas in captivity tends to dislike mating, causing serious problems at zoos trying to increase their endangered population. Interesting fact is two of President Theodore Roosevelt's sons were the first Westerners to shoot a giant panda for sport. Next thing is number 4. Percula clownfish. The main fish in Finding Nemo made the Percula clownfish famous, but what the film doesn't discuss is the fact that clownfish don't really have a gender. All clownfish are both potentially male and female. In a group of clownfish, the largest acts as the female and the second largest acts as the male. If the female dies, the male becomes the female and a new fish becomes the male. The interesting fact is clownfish and dam shellfish are the only fish that can avoid the venomous stings of an anemone. Next thing is number 3, giraffes. The sex life of giraffes is a fascinating one. They tend to live in packs with the younger males hanging out together and the older males living on the outskirts of the community. The male take turns impregnating the females of the pack. Interesting fact is giraffes have extremely long tongues, often up to 18 inches. Next thing is number 2, porcupines. How do porcupines have sex? Very gently. Okay, looking aside, this is another rather revolting sex tale. The male will stand on his hind legs and pee on the female. If she is interested in him, she will expose her stomach lacking quills to him. If she is not interested, she will scream truly and shake the urine off. Interesting fact is porcupine meat is valued as a food for humans in parts of Africa and Vietnam. Number 1, the last one, the spotted hyenas. In the spotted hyena family, the female really does wear the pants. Female spotted hyena has a fake penis. It is actually a very large clitoris. She uses this small penis to give birth, to have sex and urinate. When it is copulation time, the enlarged clitoris stretches to allow the male to get in the action during sex. Because of this unusual clitoris, the female dominates the act. Interesting fact is hyenas, unlike other canids, do not raise their leg when urinating. So these are the top 10 interesting and bizarre animal mating rituals we can see in the nature.